What's up, brother P-Touch and sister P-Touches out there?
Touch. It is the
We did it.
St. Patrick's Day episode of the Heavy Drinking Podcast.
Which is kind of our anniversary.
Is it number 64?
I think so.
Right?
Sounds about right.
This is this podcast was the brainchild of a party at Devin's house on St. Patrick's Day 2 years ago. We will be going to that party again tomorrow.
We will, and we're going to get very drunk there.
Are we recording from there? We shouldn't, right?
No, we're recording from here right now.
We're recording from here right now. And where are we?
We are at Alvarium Brewing Company in New Britain, Connecticut.
Hard-hitting New Britain.
It's our first time on site here. I mean, Jeff has been here before. It's my first time traveling out here. The beer is fucking good.
It is
phenomenal.
We've had 3 so far. We've had a dry Irish stout and 2 New Englands. They've been fucking great so far.
Great.
Yeah, I know we've had them on the podcast before, and we've enjoyed it. I've had so few and far between that I couldn't really
You
recall
kind
it.
of forget about them.
But
And
man, that first IPA we had, Honey Shot, was dank.
Real dank.
We're drinking.
We had the McLeod.
That shit was McLeod is the dry Irish nitro stout.
It was great.
That was great. And
It
this
was
one
great.
is
It was great.
What's the name of this one?
Industrial Wrench.
This is
That's a different fucking brewery. Industrial Arts Wrench IPA.
Oh, I forget what this one's
No,
called.
I think. Wait, hold on. I can see the board from here.
You can't. That's why you're.
I feel like I got something to do at work. Workshop, something or other.
Workshop is Industrial Wrench.
So Honey Shot was dank and Workshop is stank.
Yeah.
And we are in the back of like the brew area, but the ambiance here is fucking amazing.
We're parked right next to the keg washer. Actually.
We are. We are, and the Ellen Page is here on point.
Also,
point.
The music that you heard on the way in is not new for us. It's actually on location here today. There's a full bagpipe corps. Actually, I didn't know if you guys noticed the snare drummers. All the snares are like 10-year-olds.
Yeah, the young kids.
It's cool as fuck.
It's outside.
All the other dudes are like dudes, and there's a few girls in there too. Actually,
girls.
I've never seen
There's a couple
any
female
girl pipers.
bagpipers.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
We have a piper down. I repeat, we have a piper down.
Dan is the drum major, and he's going to be on the show later on. He's going to come and talk to us. That's
It's a
pretty cool.
multi-generational little bagpipe deal.
I mean, they're in the full garb. They got the little kilts on with the little purse and stuff. And I probably shouldn't have said that. I don't know what they would call it. I'm going to ask, though. I will ask when they go.
I think
what's in there?
A tam o'shanter, I think, is the hat. What's the purse called?
Well, we should ask them because they're
And
professionals.
who's the servicer? There's like a bagpipe servicer.
She's tuning. She's actually using a.
yeah, she had her phone.
She's
up there.
using a tuning program on her phone and holding them up to the exhaust pipes or whatever they're called.
I saw that. I was like, she's trying to get a crazy shot there.
Yeah, no, she's tuning.
She was also like had her hand all over that shaft. So I was like, this is pretty cool.
I feel like anytime we talk about them, we should try and talk about them in a shitty Irish accent, like a fake Irish accent.
Bagpipes are actually Scottish, so
yeah,
That's why
I would end up doing Scottish.
Oh yeah, I
worse.
guess you could do that.
bagpipes are a very weird instrument.
Freedom.
The thing you blow in doesn't make any noise.
It's just pumping the air
You're
in,
just,
right?
Yeah, you're just
And
filling
then
up the bag.
That's how you squeeze the bag.
Squeeze the bag.
And then the finger positioning.
Yeah, that's how you get it. You figure out if you have testicular cancer.
Are we still talking about bagpipes?
We're gonna have on-air bagpipe playing lessons.
Oh, that'd be sick. I didn't think of that. Dan, you're going to teach us how to play.
You don't know it, and you're not here to respond to that.
He's not.
There's quite a draft coming in from behind me. I'm gonna put my hood up.
There's a full garage door open right at your ass crack.
Once again, we are on location, and Dave had to work, so it's just Paulo,
I feel like
Jeff, and myself, and I'm once again left to sort of work the controls.
it's cool,
So
man.
it's going to be a shit show.
I feel like it's less sound drops, which is okay.
No, I like the sound drops.
Yeah, sometimes they come in.
Say what again?
Not that one. Not that one.
That's super. All right.
I was
Never playing that again. I thought it was.
I was just about to say, sometimes they come at the wrong time and they're a little longer than we'd like them to be.
So in my mind, that was titled "Say What Again." I was like, "Say what again?" And that's all I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we need to anything over like 5 seconds. We need to cut out.
Yeah.
Not 5, 3. Anything longer than 3 seconds is too
I really
much.
wish that was "Say What Again," and then
Yeah, say what again? And that's it. That's all you need.
no, "Say What Again."
So we've had 3 beers so far. I think it looks like there's about 16 or so on tap. I'm gonna have
dude.
all of them.
I didn't realize they had this much shit going on. It's a really cool spot. Good crowd already. We got a barbecue truck outside, right?
There's already like 3 guys that
Paulo
are staring
there.
over here trying to figure out
I
what
want
the
to
fuck
ask
we're
him
doing.
what the name of it is, but I don't think he's going to remember.
What?
It's Bear Barbecue or something like that?
It's Bear's Smokehouse.
Bear Smokehouse. And you got the Bear Bull, right?
It was fucking awesome.
Tell us about it.
Why are we doing this?
Because they're here, and we're going to talk about them.
Okay.
Show them some love.
It was it wasn't a bowl. It was a,
I thought you got the Bear Bowl.
they call it a bowl. It
was like a
bowl.
tray.
It's like more of a tray. One of those little fried trays. But it was pretty banging. There was some cornbread. And
Dan himself just walked up.
Dan, comment himself.
Should we have Dan on right now?
Might as well.
Do you have a minute? Do you have time right now?
There's a chair right behind you, man. Why don't you give him a chair?
Yeah, you
Turn that
Sit down.
mic on.
Yeah, let's get him set up on the mic.
We're going to take a break. We'll come right back with Dan.
Okay, I like
All
that.
right.
That's a good call.
Fuck my lunch.
Yeah, fuck your lunch.
We'll regroup on the Bear Smokehouse.
All right.
And through the magic of podcast, that seemed like a really long time to us, but to you is only milliseconds.
Yeah.
We're back. We've got your name's Dan, right?
Yes.
Dan you're the drum major.
I'm the pipe major.
Pipe major.
Yes.
This is really cool. We've been recording you
Pipe
guys.
Major 7th.
We've been putting out a few videos. I've sent a bunch of my friends. They're all very jealous. I think they're going to come down and check you guys out. So tell us about your is it a core?
It's a pipe band. That's
Pipe
what we call
band.
ourselves.
Tell us about your pipe band.
Well, the Manchester Pipe Band was founded in 1914.
It's a long time ago.
It is a long time. This is our 150th year of continuous operation. The band has never at any point in its history been dormant. We perform and compete all over. Basically the country and up into Canada. The band has made a few trips to Canada over the years.
He's Canadian.
I'm Canadian. My grandfather is actually a piper. He's been doing it for years. He played for the Queen. He's been doing it for a long time.
It's cool. But we compete. That is our main focus. And one thing that we've started to do in the last couple of years that is now just starting to come to fruition is we've invested a lot into teaching young people. And you see that a lot here today. We have a lot of
we mentioned
people
that
who-
before. Your snares are all like
Yes,
10.
I think the oldest is Kenny, who's 12.
That's really cool.
Yes. And a lot of what you see
High
out there is
attention.
homegrown talent, people that we've started and gotten to this point, and it's grown the band exponentially in a very short amount of time.
So how much of it is like people that are doing it because of traditions in their family versus like people just off the street that's like, this is cool, I want to do it?
It's a mix of both. We advertise ourselves as well. Very periodically, we'll do open houses and try and get new students in and just replenish anybody who may have stopped lessons or just to continue to build it up.
So how long have you been playing yourself?
I've been playing for 16 years. Wow. Yeah, I started when I was 9, and it's never stopped.
So you've been the pipe major for how long?
I came back to the band in 2016.
Okay. So you left.
Yeah, there was a 5-year period I played with another band. I had been with the band previously from 2006 to 2010. And when the opportunity came up to come back, I was all over it, and I'm enjoying every minute of it now.
It's very cool. So where do you normally play? It's competitions mostly?
Yeah, we just to give you an idea, we've gone to New York, New Hampshire, all over New England, even Maryland, up to Canada. It's there's a circuit, believe it or not, that we go on, and we try to do about 5 or 6 a year. And with the new players now, we actually have 2 competing units. Just to give you in a nutshell the idea, there's gradings that pipe bands and solo competitors have based on their skills. And it goes from 5, which is the very beginner, up to 1 for pipe bands. We have a grade 5, which is the newer unit. We have our grade 3 band as well. And we have had people come into the grade 5, and then when they're ready, they move up to the 3, and it's just one big feeder system.
Very cool. So this must be a particularly busy time of year for you.
Yeah,
It is. And in fact, we're very glad to be here because we decided we were going to hit up some of the breweries rather than doing parades.
Right.
It's been a very positive
Less
response
walking.
amongst the. Well, it's less walking. It's indoors. It's warm. And,
There's beer.
Less walking,
Well,
same people.
Yeah, exactly.
Same exact people.
And less playing. I mean, we can play for 15 minutes and take a break for an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
And mingle amongst the guests.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
This is a nice place. We were saying before. I don't think either of you guys have been here before, right?
No, it's my first
Never.
time.
I
So good though. The beer's great.
I was saying before. I've actually like made a mission this winter to go to every brewery in Connecticut.
We have a couple of guys in the band who are like that. One guy, he's not here today, but he has like the beer passport.
Yeah. That was actually this weekend, wasn't it? Or is it next weekend?
Next weekend, I
Yeah.
believe, yeah.
But the genesis of my wanting to do that, I came here one day and I was like, this is cool. I never would have come here if I wasn't coming right here. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to all of them. 85 later, and I have like 4 to go. So I love Alvarium. Everything's cool here. The beer's great. We've been talking about that.
Well, in case you're interested, we will be at Second Bridge in Manchester tomorrow.
Second Bridge is actually a really nice place. Have you been there before?
I haven't.
I'm not sure how you're going to fit in it.
Well, we'll be a little bit smaller tomorrow.
All right.
Second Bridge is kind of like a
Is that
like
because
Irish
of the draft or
pub environment.
I'm sorry?
Is that because of the draft?
How do you mean by draft?
Up your
exactly?
kilt. Also, Jay was wondering what the name of your purse
We're
is.
essentially a comedy podcast. I don't know if anyone prefaced you on that.
So,
Information plus jokes.
so the purse, what is it called?
This is officially called a sporran. Sporran.
What do you keep in it?
This is sort of the early Scottish version of a man purse in a sense. And I don't want to use man purse because we have women in the band as well. But that's basically the operation because we don't have pockets in our kilts or anything
So
like
you
that.
keep
So
your
we keep our keys, cell phones, wallet. I've got a.
So it's just your personal
I've
important
got a-
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And,
All right.
or every once in a while, you'll have the flask or a little nip of whiskey in there as well.
Nice. Now we're talking.
And what's
There you
under
go.
what's under the kilt? Everybody wants to know.
Well,
silence
there's
speaks
a
volume.
number of ways that I can answer this, and I don't know exactly what the demographics of your podcast are, so I want to keep this
They're-
appropriate.
It's like
Shit bags,
99.98
Dick,
men.
drunk dick jokes.
Yeah. It's all
Okay,
men.
so this is the best way I can put it. What's under the kilt? Shoes and socks.
So wait,
There you
is
go.
it like common practice for those that think it's just folklore or whatever? Is it like if you put on a kilt, don't put on underwear? Like,
I know a few traditionalists.
okay, so most people put some underwear on.
Yeah, especially if you're playing a cold parade. You don't want to be exposed.
Okay,
I mean, it is.
I got a
March.
draft right here. I put my hood up on my hoodie.
You'd never laugh.
This is a nice day, though. I mean, where it's 10 degrees and blustery, and you're getting frostbite all over the place.
Yeah.
You'd never last in the Highlands. So you guys are playing all day? How long are you?
We are here until 4 o'clock today.
4 o'clock? Okay.
So like once an hour for like 10, 15 or something.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Nice. It sounds great, man.
it really
Yeah,
does.
we're-
Yeah, it's very overwhelming in a good way.
Yeah.
Like it kind of, I don't know, it kind of brings out some sort of like primal, like.
It penetrates you.
It
does,
does, and the acoustics here with the high ceilings
It is
just make
great.
it that much bigger.
Yeah.
Jay and I are musicians, so we know a little bit, but like the dissonance and the resolution, it's just like spiritual, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you can imagine, like, this was originally battle music, right?
It was,
You
it
know,
was.
like you can imagine getting fucking pumped up and being like, "I'm gonna kill that bitch!"
Yeah.
Like when it turns from like a dissonant into a power chord at the end, it's like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, you do. You really feel it. You like it kind of. It's a neat feeling.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta
very cool.
experience it in person.
What is it? I mean, a weird question, I guess. What does it feel like to literally hold it and play it? I don't even know how to answer. I mean, I'm a guitar player.
I kind of know what you mean, but I mean, for
Yeah.
us, we've done it. A number of us have done it so many times now. It's just okay. We're playing our pipes
Second
again.
nature,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Kind of like wearing the uniform. Like very recently last week, I left work to play for a gig, dressed in my garb, and it took me about a half an hour to leave because everybody wanted to take pictures. It's like, guys, I gotta go.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an accountant.
Okay.
All right. That works out.
That's always
You're
though.
like going to leave the office. You're like, he's into some weird shit.
Well, and that's one of the great things about this particular hobby of ours is that you have people from all walks of life, all ages, and they can do this for as long as they want. It's not like a high school sport where after college maybe you're done.
You gotta be. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
We have a guy here today who joined the band 35 years ago.
Wow.
And we have another guy who's not here today. He's 86 years old. He joined the band in 1946. He never left.
He still has the wind to fill up that bag.
When he comes to practice, he'll play a little bit. I mean, he doesn't actively play in the band much more, but he still comes around. And
That's crazy.
So is it in the blow or the squeeze?
a little bit of both, my friend. They're,
All right.
If you want to get technical, they're counteractive motions. When I breathe into my pipes, I'm breathing.
You almost said blow, but
Well,
it's okay.
I know.
I wish you did.
But so when I'm blowing into my pipes, I'm just breathing normally, inhaling, exhaling. But when I'm not blowing into my pipes, I have to keep that pressure constant because we have 4 reeds going at one time. And to keep all those on that same pressure, I have to just apply a little bit of pressure with my arm and then refill what I pump out when I inhale.
So if you squeeze the bag super hard, Will that distort the note, or will it just become louder?
It may distort the note, but it'll run out of air and the instrument will stop.
But it won't be louder.
No,
necessarily.
It's very difficult to make this instrument louder, and a lot of the rest of the world.
Not a lot of dynamics.
No, there are virtually no dynamics. That's why we rely on the drum corps.
Right. That makes sense. The drum corps has been great today. I'm a drummer.
Well, the scary part is we have a lot of people missing today. The band is a lot bigger than this.
How many pipes do you have in the entire band?
In the entire band, between both of the competing units, into the grade 3 band, we have a number of people who come from a distance to play with us. So they're not at all the weekend gigs. They come up once a month for an all-day practice. So between all of that, we have an excess of 25 pipers.
And how many are here today?
12.
12. Okay.
So you've got half of it.
Okay.
So do you ever get everybody in the room and rip?
Very rarely. I mean, there'll be times when we have a big band, but it's like, okay, this one's not coming, and it's sort of a luxury where you have a big band, but
we're a 4-piece operation, and we can't get us all in the same time.
What are the groupies like in a drum band?
Well, take a look out at the bar.
There you go. All right. There you go. Enough said.
I might add, this is a fairly well-behaved group here today.
It's early.
Give us a minute.
Yeah, it's early.
I mean, we'll probably start a few fires, but we've only had 3 beers so far. So,
well, you're ahead of us.
They're not sure what they've gotten into yet.
It's the first time they've invited the Heavy Drinking Podcast here. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we do shows around Connecticut for the most part, but we're based in Shelton, so we're in the valley mostly.
We're well-behaved guys. We just love beer and we love comedy.
We do.
We love music.
We love bagpipes.
Trifecta.
Absolutely.
Anything music. I mean, the bagpipes are fucking awesome.
No, it is really
seriously.
cool. And actually, if it's okay with you guys, we're going to use a couple cuts in between, when we're taking breaks and stuff to come in and stuff.
By all means, any publicity is good publicity.
The way the mics,
he's going to be on the fucking episode, so
the way the mics sound, it's just picking up all these with
you got the whole echo.
With the roof and everything like that. It's the reverb in here is ridiculous. So it sounded really good. So should we take a break and I'm gonna get another beer and take a piss?
Before we do that, though, I've been asked to plug one thing.
Please.
We do have. I mentioned we are playing at Second Bridge tomorrow at 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
And where is that?
In Manchester.
Okay.
And
this won't be out by tomorrow.
And then on Tuesday the 26th,
it might be out by then.
It will be out by then.
Fundraiser at Flatbread Pizza in South Windsor.
Windsor, Connecticut.
We're going to be there from 5 to 10, and any proceeds from that night go right to the band.
Flatbread Pizza, you said.
Well,
Flatbread Pizza in South Windsor.
Jeff, you're editing this episode, so you have some work to do and get it out before Tuesday.
It definitely will be. It won't be out tomorrow, but it will be out.
I'm going to make
Tuesday.
sure to listen to make sure that this is in there.
Yeah, it definitely will be. Don't worry.
No, but seriously, scheduling-wise, websites, any contact information, anyone who's interested, you should definitely say all that right now.
Instagram.
We have Facebook page, Manchester Pipe In. You can donate from the Facebook page. We have a website, manchesterpipin.org.
Awesome.
Very cool. Dan, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it. You guys sound great.
Yeah.
We can't wait to hear you guys again.
All right, more to come. Thanks, guys.
We'll be back. And we're back at Alvarium for our St. Patrick's Day show. This is very cool. We're having a great time. All the beers have been fucking amazing. What are we drinking right now? Freshie,
I believe.
This is number 4 that we've tried today. And we got Mike here from Alvarium.
Yep.
Hi, Mike.
How you doing? What's up, guys?
So
Is my fourth beer for real?
It is.
So, yeah.
I feel like it's the third.
Now we had honey shot, which was awesome.
One.
Which
The stout.
was dank.
Yeah.
We had the stout, the dry
cloud.
Irish stout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then we had the workshop, which was
Workshop.
stank.
Son of a bitch.
And this
this
is
is four.
And this is Freshie, which is
Number
dank as
4.
stank.
Which is also good. Yeah.
We're making our way through.
You guys are going hard today.
No, this is just what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a normal day.
This is how it works.
Actually, Chris is here now. He's going to join us in.
Yeah, jump on.
Jump on, yeah. Grab a mic, put the headphones on. I'm going to unmute it. Can you hear yourself?
Are you in there?
Hear me?
Oh, there you are.
All right.
course.
So Mike and Chris from Alvarium. I've been here before. These gentlemen have not.
Welcome, guys.
Please tell us a little bit about how it started, where it's come from, how long it's been here, and what you guys are doing at the moment.
I mean, yeah, I'll jump into it. So our third partner, Brian, and I, we've been homebrewing beers for 12, 13 years. About 5 years ago now, we met up with Chris through a mutual friend. He was brewing up Cambridge House at that time.
Yeah, Cambridge House. Yep, in
Oh, really?
Granby.
I know Dave, who is there now.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy, Dave Fitch. Yep.
Yep, Chris has been brewing a few different places. Came out of, was it Long Island or Manhattan?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, so Chelsea Brewing Company down there, 508 Gastropub. Ended up moving up here about 6-7 years ago now.
Yep.
Yeah, worked under Ron Page at City Steam for a couple of years.
Oh,
and then,
very nice.
Took a head brewer position over at Cambridge House. And about 5 years ago, we all kind of met up through a mutual friend and were brewing beer out of a garage for a while. And Chris kind of threw out the idea one night. We all went to Firefly over in Bristol about a year after they opened up. And Chris knew Dana pretty well over there and Rich and the homebrew shop and everything. And he was like, hey, you guys want to try to start a brewery? And I was 30 years old at that time, and I'm 35 now, and was like, kind of took it, ran with it, and we built this crazy thing that is Alvarium is today. So,
And you guys haven't been around too long, right? Maybe
No.
less than a year, 2 years?
Coming up on 2 years, end of June.
Okay.
So,
Very cool. So the bee's nest with the bees. What's up? What's up with that?
So that's got to be, I'd say, one of the most common questions we get asked. So Alvarium is Latin for beehive. The city motto is industry fills the hive and enjoys the honey. So there's a big tie to workers and bees and the city and the hive. So we tried to tie into that with our logo. You look around the tap room, everything you see here, there's some tie to either New Britain or bees, what have you. So, I mean, like you can look, we have Stanley screwdrivers as our tap handles. Mike built all the overhead lights we have. They have like that honeycomb pattern.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that until now. Right now.
Yeah, and it's one of those
That's
things. It took them 15 hours to build each one. We never forget to tell everybody that.
my back hurts so bad. I had to build those things upside down and literally all hand cut mitered pieces.
Like all
thousands of them.
glued together? Or?
Yeah, glued, nailed. It's
And it's one of those
15
things.
hours seems kind of quick.
for each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 8 of them.
Bravo.
And you said you didn't even like really notice it. It's one of those things we want it to be like a subtle nod where, it's kind of that Disney effect. You come in, you like it, and then you kind of look around and you see all these like little touches that remind you that we put some thought into it.
When we first started this thing out, we really wanted to say, hey, like, we just want to throw our brewery down somewhere. We want to like some type of connection to where we're putting it. And the city of New Britain kind of had the whole, Chris mentioned the whole beehive thing that goes along with it. It's been the city of industry for almost 100 years now.
Yeah, it's hard hitting here.
Yeah, I mean,
Hard hit New Britain.
Oh yeah, man. And we kind of took the hat to that a little bit and built our whole brand around that, and built that really good core foundation of customers and people that really would want to be involved in the brewery and be part of this.
Are you from this area?
I was born in New Britain. I grew up in Berlin. I've been living back in New Britain for about 8 years now.
Okay.
Have you ever thought of having somebody at the door that just punches people in the shoulder as they walk in to get the vibe going?
Yeah, just set the mood,
Right?
You know what's funny is everyone makes that joke that New Britain, hard hitting, it's got to be like a really rough and tough crowd. And honestly, like we have a more working class demographic, and I couldn't be any happier that we have them. They've been nothing but supportive. It's been the best city. We had to do it all over again, without a shadow of a doubt.
So the first time I was here, I brought back a couple crowlers. So we have had Alvarium on the show before. I think it was Gorilla Glue.
Yep.
And I don't remember what the other one was. I don't see Gorilla Glue on today. It's still in your roster?
Yeah, if you look over to the right there, the brew schedule, we're actually going to be brewing it in about 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
Getting it ready for 420.
It was a fucking great beer.
Thank you.
I mean, everything we've had today has been amazing too. But
Seriously,
I remember the Gorilla Glue sticks out of my head.
Fourth beer we had today. They're so fucking good.
Yeah.
We've had 3 IPAs, but the stout, the dry Irish stout.
We try to brew obviously IPAs, they're a big popular thing in the market, and we got like 13, 14 beers on tap at all times.
I'm a sucker for them, I'll be honest.
We keep like anywhere from 5, 6,
I have a
7
beard and a belly. I like IPAs.
like 5 to 7 IPAs on tap at all times. But the cool part about it is Chris we try to give a diverse menu. We got a Japanese rice lager up there.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
I know. I love the name. My daughter loves Japanese culture and food, and like I saw that name up there. I just thought of her immediately. So I was like, I love this beer, and I haven't tried it yet.
We try to do things a little bit differently here, and a lot of people, I think, it's easy for somebody to just do a Pilsner, and we were like, we want a very light drinking beer. Why not do a Japanese rice lager?
Yeah, nice.
And a lot of people think that, it's this weird, wacky style. It's probably one of the more common varieties out there. I mean, Budweiser.
The Japanese thing makes
Bud
people
Light,
think
yeah.
sake.
Yeah. I mean, you look at Sapporo, Asahi Dry, like they're all using rice. Budweiser is using rice. That's why a lot of people, once they try it, they realize, I've had this beer before, but it's done a little bit differently.
How do you use it? Is it like flaked rice or?
Yeah, so we use flaked rice. We use a very small percentage. Unlike Budweiser or some of those other brands, they're using it to cut costs and cut flavor. We're doing it to achieve that.
Whoa. Don't talk
finish.
shit about my Bud Lights.
Hey, I am a Miller drinker myself. I don't know if I should be admitting that, but I mean, there's a beer for every time.
Yep.
And I'm not going to knock anybody. But yeah, we use it to achieve a drier flavor, have a little bit of that rice on the back end, and just have a nice, easy drinking, approachable beer.
It's definitely a crusher beer.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm really excited about, and I'm kind of putting it off because I want to have a moment to myself to really reflect on it, is the Hoff.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to.
It was Chris's kind of brainchild in that one.
So I'm going to put that back to you and say, Mike's usually the one who's like, we need a beer that's like, kind of like
ridiculous,
thinking outside the box a little bit, yeah. And so we kind of work together and we try to figure out and backwards engineer, like, how are we going to take this, like, for instance, not to go off on a tangent, but Glory Hole is a donut beer.
Have you ever heard of that one yet?
No, but you piqued my interest.
We'll give you a secret taste in the back.
We have
that wasn't supposed to be.
I give you a secret taste of his Glory Hole.
I think I'll pass, Chris.
With an offer like that.
We have an offshoot version, the Jelly Donut Glory Hole.
Okay.
So,
All right.
We actually might be typing that one in a little while.
Yeah.
So we're going on soon. But
So
Is
with
that what you
ideas-
guys have in the cask?
I've never seen it.
That one is, which one do we have on? Is
right
that
now,
the-
that's the Hoff with toffee.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So I got to do
Toffee
that.
Hoff.
So in addition to doing some of the more traditional styles, and we do stand by the fact that, we have an incredibly diverse tap list. There's going to be some more, traditional styles on there because that's what we like to drink. At the same time, we're going to have fun and kind of expand our horizons a little bit and try to see what we can bounce off the wall. So the Hoff was one of those beers where we were like, it would be fun to do a German chocolate cake beer. So how do we kind of take a German chocolate cake and reverse engineer it so we can break down all the components and then build it back up again into a beer?
You got it.
Talking to the front of that.
You got it. Okay.
Oh, there you-
There I am.
There you
There
are,
I am.
Peter.
Okay. Wow, I'm
Have
a
you
new
ever-
person. I'm a new guy.
Have you ever seen the movie Hook?
Yeah.
There you are, Peter.
Bangarang.
He like stretches Robin Williams' face.
You're an idiot. So
So should we do this interview over again?
No.
Okay.
So what's like next?
Welcome,
steps for-
Chris, to the podcast.
What's next steps for
No,
Alvarium?
you're
What are
good.
you looking to get into? What's do you have plans for expansion or distribution or what's the next?
I think
deal?
we're. I'll let you.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to pioneer this thing, and we tried to build this locally and organically first. Want to build a really good foundation before we really get out there. We were open for 5-6 months before we even stepped into a bar or restaurant, and we really wanted to solidify everything that was going on here to have a really core group in the tap room. We're doing 100% self-distribution right now. We're in about 140 bars and restaurants. We started canning our beer about 4 months ago, so we're in about 30-35 liquor stores right now.
And you said you had your own canning.
Yep, we have an American Beer Equipment 5-head filler steamer. We could do about 28 cans a minute on that machine. We have a full dissolved oxygen testing system, and we really wanted to control the product as much as we can coming out. And plus, it gives us that opportunity to do some weird, awesome things in cans. So if I want to make like 40 cases of something, I could do it.
Right.
So it gives you that flexibility to do that type of stuff. And we're looking at expanding, hopefully by the end of this year. There's a unit right next to us, about 4,000 square feet. We're going to upgrade our 7-barrel to a 15-barrel 3-vessel. We're going to upgrade our tap room, and we're going to add some other components to this business as well, too.
So I was going to say, this is the second time I've been here. It is slamming in here right now. We're kind of set apart from the tap room, but it is, you can hear it in the mics. It's slamming over there. But it's St. Patrick's Day weekend. You'd expect it to be slamming, but I got to say, the last time I was here, which was probably 6-7 months ago, it was just a regular Saturday, and it was exactly the same as this.
Yeah.
So I imagine you guys are,
Mike was saying before that this is a typical Saturday.
This is a typical Saturday. I mean, a little more heavier volume today, but usually from like 2 o'clock to about 9 o'clock tonight, it's shoulder to shoulder.
It's less bagpipes, but it's just
a little bit less bagpipes.
I think the main thing is that, and it just goes with our business plan, is that we were looking to have like a really communal atmosphere. We didn't want to be one of those breweries where you kind of pop in, it's a tiny little tasting room, you get your beer and you head out the door, or you pick up your cans and you head out the door. We want to be a spot where everyone can kind of just get together, talk, enjoy some beers, and if people want to pack out the tap room, that's an awesome benefit.
It's one of the neat things about Connecticut that's sort of been slowly cultivating is if you're free on a Friday or a Saturday or even on a Sunday, more and more there's a larger variety of places you can go to that kind of fall on the same level of enjoyment. You know what I mean? Like, you can have an equal amount of fun at, it used to be like 1 or 2 places that you can go to that you were guaranteed an awesome time, and everything else was kind of just like a long shot, like we'll try this place out. And more it's places that, you can go there and have a great day.
But it's really a testament to Connecticut, and there's not a lot of them. But the industry in Connecticut has grown so quickly and so exponentially, but at the same time, the quality has been outstanding. I mean, we got some amazing breweries in Connecticut. Everybody's pulling their weight, but they're also sharing with each other and making, it's not a competition. It's
not. And it's the people you meet at these breweries is amazing, considering Connecticut people.
Right.
In general, right?
But think about 5 years ago, you'd be like, what bar am I going to on Friday? But now it's like, what brewery do I want to go to?
And feel free to cut Jeff and Paulo off because they never stop talking.
I don't stop talking. All I'm just trying to say is that as somebody who has grown up, has lived their whole life here,
point in case.
Like today, right? I didn't even drive here, and I wanted to kill at least like 7 people on the way here. And then you get here, and the people that frequent these places are they're awesome. They're just they're very kind-hearted. They're nice.
Paulo, shut up.
Yeah,
it's a big thing to us too. We wanted that, and then like if you walk in our tap room, there's one TV and we have air on it. We don't have cable or anything here. We do some sports stuff, like we'll show like a gamer every once in a while.
Begrudgingly.
It's I know. But people, you talk to everybody. I mean, we have a shuffleboard game. We have like the Jenga sets and stuff like that. Well, everybody else has those too, but you have a chance to actually interact with people on a social level. Where you go to a bar and you're just drinking beers, watching TV, and like there's 100 other people next to you, but you're just doing those 2 things. We took the TV out of the equation. Now you get to talk to somebody, and the conversations that open up here are amazing. I mean, people are like really friendly, and it's a different atmosphere there.
Do you get like people that come in with like that waspy air to them? And you kind of bring them back to humanity? Or?
Honestly, I don't think we really get that. I think by its very nature, people are coming here, they know the kind of vibe we have, and they come in with that. And if they don't, I think they get pretty acclimated. They get acclimated pretty fast.
I kind of feel like you guys are in a spot where the locals wouldn't be like that, and anybody who is not local was the kind of person who would travel to go somewhere. So they're not going to be like that. So it's a good mix of people.
Those locals are still people from
I have
Connecticut.
a question. Who is Dirk Sweet Beef?
That is up for you to find out.
All right, so
he's going to show you when he shows you the glory hole.
So I'm going to read this. The first beer we had today was Money Shot.
Honey Shot.
Honey Shot.
I'm sorry, Honey Shot.
You fucking idiot.
I know. That's all I thought anyway.
When you have 4 drinks, your M's start looking like H's.
The first beer we had today was Honey Shot, and I want to read off the can that you showed me with the label. I want to read this little write-up. With a beer this sweet, we had no problem pumping loads of Citra and wildflower honey into that thirsty boil kettle.
Pumping load is hot.
We were spent. The kettle bubbled happily over the brim, and the taproom voyeurs kept pounding away in ceaseless satisfaction.
Is this adult?
I just went from 6 to midnight.
I feel like we're dealing with some pounding.
No, we're not
pumpers.
done. We're halfway there. Doesn't that get you sticky? Well, why don't you ease the grip on that thick 7-inch vessel of nectar you have in your hand before you pop the lid prematurely? Let us know when you're ready for another round. And don't forget to savor the flavor, honey.
What are you doing?
So
I was looking for the button.
So what you're telling me is I need to change my Instagram name from Jesus Pork Sword to Dirt Sweet Beef.
Yeah, that's a great. First of all, it's a great write-up.
I'm doing it right now.
The only thing is that write-up makes it like it makes my mind think that the beer's gonna be warm when I have it. And I don't know.
Look who just showed up.
Oh, look at this
Oh my God!
No, look at his little
But
suit.
literally, that write-up.
Stain on the front. That's the best part.
Mr. Tom M.
Tom M is wearing his Trader Joe's name tag on his Shamrock suit.
That write-up, though, for this beer is literally the summation of our podcast. It's pretty much,
Yeah.
You know, we like to
scary.
have our brand is we try not to take ourselves too seriously. We're also not trying to be gimmicky. We're just trying to have fun. I mean, given
a joke is joke and funny is funny.
I mean, yeah, just given where we are, like we stand behind what we do. We like to have fun, and everything that we have is just an extension of our brand and who we are.
Nice.
Jay.
I just realized I could turn the computer up. So when I press something like
So Jay's not our producer. Our producer had to work today. Jay's
Yeah.
actually one of the hosts. Like us, we just talk dick jokes and get drunk.
Yeah.
We normally have a guy who sits here that actually does things, but he's working today, so Jay's
And
filling
he
in.
and the guy who usually sits there ruins the premises of jokes. Like you could put something outlandish out there, and instead of just letting it float, they're like, "That's ridiculous. That would never happen." I'm
Are
like,
we recording right now?
"Yeah, we're
Oh, yeah.
recording."
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
We're
this is
hot.
super relaxed.
yeah, we're talking shit about him. We always talk shit about him. So there was a sound drop I was going for
Hi,
at
Dave.
the end of the read,
We are nothing if we're not drinking and dick jokes.
That was me, like
which was Paulo
years
on
ago.
episode 1.
Hey, episode 1. Man.
Yeah.
We are. That's what I actually tell people that all the time. It's funny. You guys had full pours before. I find every time I go to a new
That
brewery,
Pat DiCaprio's a son of a bitch.
every time I go to a new brewery and I'm handing out stickers or whatever, I'm like, yeah. So there's a few in Connecticut. There's full pours. They're a little more serious. They get into the brewing, the process, all that stuff. Then there's what's the art guy? I don't remember.
16-ounce canvas.
16-ounce canvas that gets into artwork and all
We
that
had him
stuff.
on. He came on us.
And then I'm like, and then
He came on us?
We get drunk and tell dick jokes. So if that's what you're into, check it out.
Glad you're here.
That's our scene.
I mean, we also, we have constantly have, we're on location. How many breweries have we done?
This is probably 8 or 7 or 8.
I
Something
was
like
going to
that.
say 5.
Yeah,
But
shoot it low.
We've had brewers come into studio, too, at Paulo's house.
Yeah, you guys are definitely welcome to come to the Brudio. We're in Shelton normally.
Nice. Okay.
It's about a 40-minute drive.
It was 51.
To have a little like quieter, more intimate type of podcast
So
experience.
should we not bring a keg then?
No,
you bring the
Absolutely.
keg.
Just be prepared to watch some porn clips.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be some weird stories about a woman who fucked a shark. Things like that.
Normal stuff.
Bill from No Worries is probably the best person to ask about the full experience. I feel like him
been in a few times.
and Johnny from Armado.
Johnny's
probably.
been in a few times. Yeah, Bill.
And Mark from Bad Sons.
Yeah, that's Bad Sons is kind of our home brewery. We're sort of in the area.
It's
So
the closest. It's the
We live
closest
very
one.
close to them.
Nice.
Literally.
We're heading down there for their April Sours Fest.
We will be on
We'll
there.
be
We will
there.
be there.
Nice.
In the elevator is what we were told. We will be in the elevator recording.
yeah, they just opened. Have you seen their new tap room?
No, I haven't been down there in probably about 8 or 9 months.
There's their normal tap room. Then you go through the brewery. There's another room that like nobody knew about except for obviously the people that own the place. But they just they built it all out, so it's going to make
It's a
like
barrel
a wedding
room.
venue or a party space, like stuff like that. But it's going to be a barrel room too. In the middle of the brewery and that room, there's a grain elevator. That's like
I heard it's like operated by water, right?
it's the oldest continuously operating water elevator, and he wants us to be in there for the show. So,
He's going to cordon it off so everyone has to walk by us
Yeah.
as we record.
so we'll definitely
Because
see
usually people try to avoid us when they see us. And
we'll stick our foot out to trip people as they walk us.
Yeah, we're bringing a couple different sours down for that one. We're actually in the kettle right now. It's holding about 110 degrees. We're running our kettle sour this weekend. which we're blending with what fruit again?
So I believe that one's going to be grapefruit.
Yep.
We have a rotating fruited sour series, Florida Visa. And then right after that, the next week, we're going to be doing a collaboration with Bear's Smokehouse, who's actually here today.
Oh, yeah.
And we are going to be doing a smoked sour fruited with blackcurrant.
All right. Yeah, their food is banging.
Yeah.
There's really no other way of putting it. It's pretty good.
I'm a huge sour fan. Paulo is. Jay is.
I'm a huge meat fan.
Dave's not a huge sour fan. I really like that. That's kind of. It seems like it's the next thing. Like everybody's moving on from IPAs into sours now.
I don't think IPAs are going to go anywhere.
No,
it's just like people kind of like gravitate towards like the new trend. One of them being pastry stouts. And then they kind of come back around and land where they're comfortable. People have been saying lagers are going to be the next big thing for a while, and I think we're seeing that a little bit. Kind of like the beer hipsters are gravitating towards that. You hope it kind of catches on a little bit. I mean, I would love to see that.
I'll tell you, nothing like the subtle nuances of a lager, of a clean beer like that. I'm down for that any day of the week.
We could have a separate podcast. We just talk about lagers.
But it's like who's going to dig out the bottom of their foundation to really store a lager properly for 6 months?
Thankfully, technology's come a long way.
Yeah, we did the collaboration beer last year. If you ever guys haven't tried it, it was a really small batch. We did it with Kingsman over Bob over there. A lightly smoked pineapple sour called Pineapple Dutch.
Oh, no, that sounds good.
It was one of the most. That was a really top sour that we made together, and it went like quick. I think like a week and a half, and it was gone.
So if you can't tell, we have a lot of cannabis references for beers.
All right, let's dig into that.
Paulo, you want to take this one?
No, I'll listen.
What is that too much?
Plausible deniability, I think, is what Paulo's going for.
Sit back and listen.
Paulo told a story last week where he had to get on an airplane and took a gummy mood enhancer.
Yeah.
And then he got off the elevator and there was dogs, so he took the other mood enhancer because he was afraid he could smell it.
I did. I thought I slept through the takeoff, which I was like, yes! And then I didn't. I didn't.
2 hours later, he was still on the tarmac.
We were still, they had to de-ice the wings and shit.
Oh, I thought you basically were going to say you barely made it. You were still in line for TSA at that point.
Yeah, no.
I
haven't even got on the plane yet.
No, I'm usually good. I'm an experienced rider. I'm a freaking flyer.
Yeah, you're a freaking flyer.
There you go.
I got miles.
Good times, guys.
Good times.
Good times.
I felt like I had to do a sound drop.
You tried.
I tried. That's the best one I could see.
So,
I felt like I eat ass sound drop didn't fit.
it did not.
Maybe later. We'll
now
see.
you said it, you have to hit it.
I eat ass.
What is that even from? Like, what's that?
That's
from?
him. Previous things that
Oh,
we've said.
okay.
Other podcast.
Here's the long version.
I eat ass monster49@gmail.com.
I hope you wrote that down.
Don't forget.
Yeah, I'm not going to forget that.
It's awful. I think. You know what? I'm starting to think that as we go from
Paul is
brewer,
starting to think. All right, here we go.
This is dangerous. As we start going from brewer to brewer, I think that people think that we're like Pat DiCaprio, which is dangerously incorrect.
Well, that's how we get in the door because they're like, "Oh, he's cool. Let them in."
Yeah,
and then we're like,
three
jokes.
Three dorky guys. They're going to talk about beer and then leave.
Yeah, no. Although he did try to stab us once.
Don't say Pat DiCaprio's dorky.
He is. You know what? The only reason I say that is we actually had him. He came to my house. I have a full bar built in my basement, and he hung up for the podcast. I love him. I'm just joking around, right? But he invited Jay on his podcast. Just Jay. Just
because
Jay. And as a joke, I'm like, well, like me and Jeff can't come, and he's like, I mean, I guess if you want to come say your jokes.
The best part about that story is when I get to it, I'm going to edit out the part where you said, I love him, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, I'm more in jokes, man. You know, and you try to talk to me about beer, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just jokes, dude.
So,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So the St. Patrick's Day celebrations are here going on at Alvarium tomorrow, and this is obviously going to be published afterwards, but what's going on tomorrow? You have a continuation?
Tomorrow. So today's the big St. Patrick's Day party. Tomorrow we're just going to kind of roll into it. It's really St. Patrick's Day. The party will be going like it normally is.
Yeah, we usually have a big crowd on Sundays. Sunday afternoons, big chill crowd. Our tables are all full and stuff. We get rotating food trucks that come through all the time. Tomorrow we have Crepe Putt. He's going to be making some
fucking love crepes, by the way.
Dude's awesome. I mean, he makes a buffalo chicken crepe that's like mind blowing. Ham and cheese crepes, all this stuff. Nutella banana.
Oh my God,
he's making like a separate St. Patrick's Day.
I just came.
Corned beef.
Corned beef. I think he's doing something with corned beef, and then I don't know. He's got some.
I'm just trying to think of
The taste of seaweed.
buffalo chicken. Wow, I was just thinking of corn. I was just thinking of crepes and buffalo chicken. That's interesting.
You wouldn't
It's a
think
good
the combination
combination.
is good, but you bite into it, and it's like just got a little carrot, little buffalo salt, like the.
My girlfriend just showed up with literally just a fucking container of meat, and it turned me on.
I'm actually pretty excited for tomorrow because, as you know, it's my one day of year to chew meat.
And then spit it in my mouth is
Yeah.
usually, I think, the tradition, right?
I've been vegetarian for 10 years. I know you can't tell because I'm a carbitarian.
I'm sorry.
It's beer and bread and cheese, basically. But every year, I'm obsessed with corned beef. So every year for 10 years on St. Patrick's Day, we go to the same party. Our podcast was born at this party that we're going to tomorrow. I go to the same party. I take a piece of corned beef. I chew it. I suck all the juices out, and then I normally spit it in the sink. Last year, Jay started the tradition where I spit it in his mouth.
Wow.
So
Because it's a waste of good meat.
So we'll probably continue that tradition. But
I would ask you to
am
be
pretty excited.
a little more gentle this year.
I fired it in the back of his throat last
I
year.
usually stand by and shake my head
Don't
vigorously.
take that clip out of context.
But I am very excited for tomorrow's my national meat day, and I'm pretty excited for that. So
Your annual meat spitting
my
day?
annual meat spit.
So wait. Is it better that you as the vegetarian are chewing the meat and spitting it into his mouth, or that if he chewed on it first and then spit into your mouth not to waste it?
Well, I can't swallow the meat.
Okay.
So
That sounds like a sad story.
so I have to get the juices, and then I have to discard it. I would discard it in the sink, but now he's putting his mouth in the way, so it's going in the back of his throat.
We have these are distinctly white people problems.
Yeah, I think this whole conversation took an uptick.
It did.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Heavy Drinking Podcast. This is what we actually.
We just hit our stride.
All right, I think we got to reset. I need a beer. I'm gonna take a piss.
We definitely want to have you guys on in a quieter environment.
Oh yeah, sure.
Definitely have shoot the shit.
Like a 2 to 3 hour drinking session and get crazy.
We'll get you guys drunk on weird stuff. You can get us drunk on
We'll
weird
get
stuff.
mushrooms. It'll be great.
We'll get weird. we got some. We got a storage unit next door.
Perfect.
We had a whole conversation about that with the Shabin guy.
Yeah,
We did.
Yeah, we're gonna do a mushrooms episode.
Shabin
I've never done that in my life,
Really
by the way.
wanted it to.
I don't even know where to
do it.
find that, but
All
I'm
one,
willing
good.
to acquiesce.
Or two downhill.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having us, guys. We're gonna
Thank
be
you,
here
guys.
for
Mike
the rest of
and
the day.
Chris
We're
from
gonna be drinking.
Alvarium.
Cheers, guys.
We love this place.
New
All the
Britain
beers have been great.
Connecticut.
Can't wait to try more of them as we go along.
St. Patty's Day 2019. We will be back for our third installment.
Nice. Thank you.
I love you. Bye.
Cheers, buzz.
Hey Jay, why are you so excited?
Dude, I have the best idea for a Blowfish commercial. You guys are going to love it.
That's awesome. As long as it's not a Hootie and a Blowfish parody, that's low hanging fruit. What have you done?
Blowfish is the only hangover remedy recognized as effective by the FDA. All the other stuff you see out there's vitamin supplement bullshit that doesn't do anything. 'Cause I got a hangover. I got a fucking hangover. It has no legal right to make any kind of claims. We are the only hangover product that is real medicine. It's morning relief. Just wake up, drop 2 tablets in water, drink when the fever stops. 'Cause I got a hangover. Feel better in 15 minutes. Motherfucking hangover. money back guarantee.
Hold my hair.
Guarantee.
Hold my hair.
Bluefish for hangovers.
Hold my hair.
'Cause I gotta go to for hangovers.com.
Visit forhangovers.com for Blowfish's FDA-approved hangover remedy. Use the code HEAVYDRINKING for 15% off your order. Holy shit, did you see him? He's fucking hammered.
He is gone.
Dude, what did he drink today?
I think he threw up in the bathroom. And now look at her. He wouldn't be talking to her if he was sober.
Oh, that's not a her. That's Saul. She's
Jesus Christ, we gotta get him out of here.
She's paying for procedures.
Yeah, we gotta. Jay can't drive.
No, he can't.
Somebody's got to grab his key.
No, dude, I just got a new Lyft account, and there's actually a Heavy Drinking Podcast code, Heavy18, gives you $20 credit when you sign up for a new Lyft account. So we can get him home using Lyft.
That's perfect. You just sign up for it and get $20. That's fucking awesome.
There's like on the app there's a promo section. Just type in Heavy18.
Heavy18.
Yeah,
you get $20.
$20.
That's fucking perfect. Because look at him. I mean, he's
dude.
fucking.
There's no way. Yeah.
Look at him.
It is pretty bad.
Poor kid.
Like,
Jay, what are you doing over there?
dude, look at him. He's not even paying attention. He's just like fucking.
Kid.
He's just singing along with background music.
So lift me, I'm shit-faced, I'm soaked, I'm soiled, I'm brown.
Dude, we need to get him out of here.
I think he's the only one that hears this
She
music.
kissed me, and I only
Yeah, there's no jukebox in this bar.
Is the Lyft driver here yet? And we're back at Alvarium Beer Company.
You're gonna check. Oh, you feel that breeze?
It's pretty cold now. As
It's
the sun's
nice
setting.
though. It is nice.
It's a little chilly over here on my back.
Well, I'm in a damn suit.
You're a bitch.
But this is like segment 3 or something at the
27.
Alvarium Brewing Company St. Patrick's Day celebrations.
We're on like beer number 5. What is
March 16th?
Which beer is it?
Saturday. This is the Huff.
The Hoff.
Not
the Huff. The
like
Hoff. Not
David
Huff.
Hasselhoff?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that why they named it that?
Yeah, the Hoff.
Yeah.
And so this
It's
is
a German chocolate cake.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome.
This is a German chocolate cake porter, imperial porter, though.
It tastes like liquid cake.
It's good.
And you can taste all the chocolate.
It's,
and all
it's
the
very
coconut.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's great.
By the way, Jay, I have to bitch at you for a minute.
Tom M's here, by the way.
Oh, hi.
Tom M's here.
Hi. I have to bitch at you because you stated on the last podcast you crashed the party. You're like, oh, Tom M was at the party, and I just crashed it. Really?
Eventually, yeah.
No, we invited you. You know, we were like, come on in.
You did.
I gave you a ton of beer.
You were
but
starting to feed me a few.
I was feeding you a ton of beer.
Then we kind of crashed the party.
Not really.
I brought 3 other people in.
Well, but the other
Including
people
my
knew
girlfriend,
other people. Yeah, but
Amy.
everyone loves Amy.
See,
Say hi,
It's
Amy.
all about the segue. Including my girlfriend Amy, who is here with us as well. Hi, Amy.
Hello, guys.
I want to know where the Cantillon came from.
That was the big Cantillon was actually I think Dino brought that.
From where did he get it though?
Dude, he gets a ton of beer. He gets everywhere. He got it probably from over there and shipped over. I know one of them was really old that they've had sitting on for a while.
I actually found a couple of websites recently that you can order Cantillon. It's very expensive though.
Oh yeah, because it's all the shipping.
Yeah.
I mean, you go over there and you're paying literally $8 a bottle. It's dirt cheap.
Yeah, they're like 85 here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's all the shipping.
This is worth it.
No,
it's not.
No, it's not.
That's crazy.
Nothing's worth that.
No, I mean,
Speaking of crazy,
we
heard some cool stories.
Oh, fuck you.
We learned some things.
We're not.
We're not.
I mean, I don't know what else.
This beer is awesome though. I'm serious. It doesn't. There's very little beer flavor in it. It tastes like liquid cake.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's delicious.
I don't really taste any cherries.
I'm
Maybe
just
I do.
upset there's no glory hole on right now because you can have the half Hoff, half whole.
Yeah.
What is Glory Hole?
So glory hole is their cinnamon donut ale.
Donut ale, you say?
Donut ale.
So there's like an opening in the middle?
Yeah, I mean that's why it's a glory hole.
Yeah.
You know. And if you know the secret password, oh no, never mind. I'm not supposed to let anybody know. Exactly.
His penis is.
By the way, Jay's girlfriend's here. Amy's here. Hey, Amy. She loves Trader Joe's.
Wouldn't it be awesome if you asked for a pint of?
Also loves.
Not you.
Speaking of
Wouldn't it be
Trader
awesome if
Joe's,
you asked for a pint of penises and that's what they gave you?
Yes.
Suck a bag of dicks.
Wait, speaking of Trader Joe's, digga-ding, 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 ding-ding, digga-ding, digga-ding, digga Trader Joe's. So speaking of that, Aunt Becky's going to jail.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear about this?
Who?
College, what is it?
Oh, why is it speaking of Trader Joe's?
Because you told us that that's actually the Ranger Joe digga-ding.
Oh,
digga-ding,
yeah.
From
Oh, wow.
Full
Yes,
House.
that is, yes. Yeah.
So-
Aunt Becky.
Aunt Becky's
Yeah,
going to
Lori
jail.
Loughlin
Yeah.
and Felicity Huffman indicted in college admissions scam.
Yeah.
So these rich people were doing what? What were they doing?
They were basically bribing people to let their stupid kids into college.
So their kids were too dumb to get into the very
kids
good
were
schools.
Too dumb to get into good schools, so they paid money and then they got in.
And it's so how did this break though?
That seems pretty easy and like clean cut.
So the FBI was tipped off to the mastermind of the whole thing, and they started recording his phone calls, and they entrapped 50 different people that were paying money to get their kids into college.
Only 50 people though?
Well, that's only one guy.
Because like I feel like all you gotta do is just go on Instagram and you can find a couple hundred easy.
Well, he was the only guy that they were.
Why isn't the FBI on Instagram?
They are.
Like,
They're
what is
everywhere.
going on? Not enough.
The
clearly.
FBI runs it.
You know what I mean?
Oh, well, the FBI
There's
said
there's so many basic things of law enforcement that you'd think they would just get down.
the FBI dubbed the investigation Operation Varsity Blues.
Oh, God.
Like drunk drivers, right? Like you always hear these campaigns about drunk drivers. Like if you want to catch drunk drivers, just hang outside of a country club.
Oh, yeah, but no,
every
no,
car that's pulling out of there
Yeah,
is
but
somebody
no.
who is trash.
That's entrapment.
Yes, but that's
I think that's entrapment.
That's trash, but those also they have a ton of money, so
I know.
No, that's
they're not going to pull them off.
Any
People that pay their tickets.
cop hanging out with a radar could be entrapment then.
Yeah, well, technically,
Why don't they all,
cop
why
hanging
don't they
on a
all
bar
hang
is
out in
entrapment.
front of the fucking Taco Bell drive-thru at 2 in the morning? Then?
Whoa.
Easy.
That is
Easy.
racist,
Easy.
buddy.
Why do you gotta pick on the little guy?
Wow.
Why are you calling
Why you gotta pick on the
this
little
race?
Yeah.
Little.
Yeah.
I'm the whitest guy on the planet, and I immediately go to Taco Bell. when I'm
people-
drunk. Why does
the
that have to do
people-
with Mexico?
The people.
No
Everybody
Mexicans eat
knows.
at Taco Bell.
Everybody knows that 80% of the people that pull out of a Taco Bell drive-thru at 2 a.m.
Are high.
only have $400 in savings.
This is true.
Like, why would you?
They
wanna
ain't gonna
catch
pay that
person?
ticket. Oh, I
They're
got a ticket
not.
for $110. Fuck it, I ain't paying it.
I actually
They're just gonna flood the prison.
admittedly, one night, this was years ago, I was going through the drive-through of Taco
Pre-Amy
Bell
or
in
post-Amy?
Milford, very pre. I was going through the drive-through at Taco Bell like late at night after a shift at Porky's, and I literally
Oh, wait,
called
we can
the
say that
police
now.
on someone because this kid was out of his mind in front of me. He was
You
like,
fucking snitch.
"No, dude, call the police." I
Well,
was like,
because it's his livelihood if someone smashes into someone and
He didn't serve him.
no, I didn't serve him. I was in the
then
drive-thru.
fuck it. Yeah. Oh, you snitch.
No, but this dude like.
narc.
I can't remember the full account of it at this point, to be honest, but he was very weird. Like, I knew, like, the car was in front of me. I knew, like, something was fucked up, and it was just, like, weird and taking
Yeah, because
too
he was in
long.
the Taco Bell line at 2 in the
No,
morning.
dude. The dude gets out of his car, and he's, like, walking around the fucking
It's an
area
Indian-
where you order.
Yeah, that's an Indian fire drill.
Yeah.
No.
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 Chinese fire.
Chinese.
The dude
Chinese.
was, the dude was like,
Racist.
he
Wow,
was more than
racist.
drunk. The dude was
That's
fucked.
an Eastern fire drill. You get me?
East Asian.
Actually, never mind.
It's a far Eastern fire drill.
Far Eastern. Wow.
Anyway, I'd call the police and say, you might want to check this guy out because he's fucked.
No, what you said was, hey, you see that guy in front of me? Not
Dude.
me. That guy.
No, I just
Don't
got
look
out
at
of
me.
work.
Follow that
I had
guy.
just gotten out of work. I was actually concerned enough that I was like, all right, this dude's might.
That's
fucking-
Taco Bell. That's a Taco
This
Bell
guy might
drive-thru.
actually kill somebody today.
That's a safe haven. The
not.
Taco Bell drive-thru is a safe haven.
This segment brought to you by Lyft.
Heavy 18.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Use the code Heavy18 for $20.
Let's be honest.
Right.
The drive-thru at Taco Bell is a safe haven. That's like a church. That's like, you know what I mean?
So I'll tell a Taco Bell story. I still don't understand
It's
what
safe
happened.
harbor.
I was pretty lit. Pulled in Taco Bell, order my food, get to the drive-thru, and the person I pay for my food. They go, "Hey, if you back up and pull out, I'll give you a free drink." And I'm like, "Okay." So I back up.
Because there's like a thing that reads.
Pull forward, and they gave me a free drink. Now, I don't understand why. Is it because they wanted to hydrate me or what? But I was like, it founded very peculiar. There's no one behind me, so I'm like, I pulled up. Yeah, sure, give me a Powerade. Fine, okay. And I was like tipsy. I shouldn't have been behind the wheel of a car, but I don't understand that one. So
Maybe.
Oh no! Well, why it is because they're timed on the rate in which they pass cars through their drive-thru, and there's a sensor that reads as the cars go by.
Really?
So it's a timing thing from like ordering time to cars moving past that sensor. So to better their numbers for corporate, they're like, I'll fucking give you a free soda if you just back up and come forward again. It just gives them another pass on their thing.
Interesting.
And
I didn't know that.
because
I thought I was
stupid
wasted.
fucking bullshit jobs like that, they treat their workers like shit.
Well, yeah, it's Taco Bell.
And it's Taco Bell, it's Starbucks, it's Dunkin' Donuts, it's all of them. Fuck them. They give their workers these terrible. They already have to deal with an asshole every 3 seconds, and then they make them go like above and beyond. Which, if you're just a good person and you treat people well, that's one thing. But the way these corporations make their employees like act and like the way they put undue pressure on them is fucking bullshit for like minimum wage bullshit jobs.
And 9/11 was a conspiracy.
You should teach your drive-through employees.
It currently is a conspiracy, Tom at.
Drive-through employees are tough though. Like you gotta teach them to be kind and courteous, but like you can't have them be too nice because that sows like the idea. Like, did you just spit my food?
Or dip your balls in my sauce?
Like, are you being super nice? Are you being super nice?
That's Grubhub.
Are you being super nice because
it's kind of in the name.
It is.
Your grub. I stuck my grub in your head.
Yeah. So you gotta teach drive-through people to be like sort of nice, but like sort of not nice. You gotta make people feel like they're just the next in line.
Did anyone else shit themselves?
No.
No. Next question.
No. That's an easy one.
Yeah, I did not.
Wait, Jeff, did you shit yourself?
I'm not sure.
What's the question?
What?
What's the question?
It depends.
Anybody else
It does depend. I wish I had depend.
And welcome to the Heavy Drinking Podcast, Amy.
She said one word. Hi. That's it.
This is us in all of our glory.
Just listening right now.
This beer is great.
It is a good beer. It's a
I
little.
can't say it. There's no legs to it, right?
No.
That McCloud was like very.
What's an Irish stout for the McCloud?
Thick
very
and
heavy.
syrupy. It's a dessert beer.
It is definitely dessert beer.
This is good though.
It's very good. It's very sweet. Like I could not drink too much of it.
No.
But it is very tasty.
I want to dip like a cannoli in it.
You want to dip your balls in it?
No,
No.
Like, I want to get like pastries and just pour it over it.
Like snuffleupagus with all the pastries in it.
Do we have any cool stories?
We have some
I wanna,
stories
like-
up here. I could go through the topics.
Yeah.
If, like something that piques your interest. We got the douchebag dude who decodes nail art to save guys from dating crazy ladies.
Oh yeah, that one was funny.
It was funny, but I fucking hate him. This picture makes me want to fucking throw up.
The guy put
punch
out
him in
a
the face.
chart. He put out a booklet of like different nail patterns on women and who to avoid based on their nails.
The style of
fun.
nails, the length, and what's on the nails.
It was pretty
Really?
funny. Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
We have why you should always order a cocktail instead of a beer.
I got one. Well, I don't got a story, but I want to see if you guys actually watched it. New Netflix show, Behind the Curve.
No, I never heard of it.
It's all about flat earthers.
Oh,
Oh my God, it is amazing. You need to all watch this.
Is it pro or like
It is.
or like
It is like almost a general not in between. It's not like okay, everyone they're trying to prove that the world is flat. It's a documentary about flat earthers. So it's about what they go through, why they're doing it, and how it's like literally. I'm sitting there watching it, and it's you just say to yourself and go, It's a non-violent cult forming right in front of your eyes. They're not going to hurt anyone. They're not going to burn anything down like Waco or anything like that.
Listen, dude, every fucking cult starts out non-violent.
Well, this is true.
It's like Trekkies.
Yeah,
Whoa,
then you got
whoa, that's not his...
Your leader starts wearing sunglasses.
He starts telling everybody to stockpile AR-15s.
Yeah,
but right now the FBI is fucking coming through your walls with a tank.
Well, hopefully it's just like one of those cults where, like, you know, everybody gets a sweatsuit. You know what I mean? They spike some Tang.
You know what's funny?
Sultan. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
So that's the Heaven's Gate cult. And
Yeah.
they all killed themselves by. It actually wasn't Tang. It was
Flavor Aid.
Flavor Aid.
They kind of just minded their own business.
But they
you know what I mean?
all wore.
blankets. All wear the same sneakers.
They all wore the same pair of Nikes.
Yep.
And
Well, you get a discount.
But
on
Nike,
a bulk order.
Nike pulled. They pulled the shoe from production after.
But they wore like a jumpsuit too, right?
Yeah, but
it was an Adidas jumpsuit.
Right, but nobody cared about that. The sneakerheads went after the shoes
Because
And now those
because
shoes,
the sneakers were sitting outside the blanket, the sheet they covered themselves.
Yeah.
You didn't see the jumpsuit.
I'm
unless
pretty
they,
sure.
They pulled the shoes from production, and those shoes now, because they pulled them right away, are worth like $7,000-8,000.
The fuck?
But they were super basic, weren't they?
Yeah, they were just all black Nikes.
I feel like it was Adidas jumpsuits, though, right?
I don't know. You
It was a
didn't see them.
purple.
All
I
you
just
saw was
remember seeing like in bunk beds, and they were wearing like a purple sheet over them. And it was basically, I was listening to one podcast. It was like they had to go. They didn't go 2 by 2, but they would groups by groups by groups. And then the last group kind of like drank it, and then they covered themselves, and they all died. You know. And
It was probably the last podcast.
Yeah.
But that was like swoops.
Maybe last podcast or Sailor or
Sword and Scale's done.
That was
Should we
like
talk about that?
No, I mean, I only listened to one episode. It's done.
They got kicked off of Wondery.
Why can't they be on anything else?
What's that?
Okay, so Sword and Scale is like the biggest murder porn podcast there is.
Murder porn.
Murder porn.
Hashtag murder porn.
The biggest one.
They have like 350 episodes and like 4 million subscribers, like something like that. So they were on the Wondery network, and the guy who hosts it is he was always kind of a douche, but like you're not too harmless or whatever, like not too harmful. He was just like a kind of an asshole.
He's just like an asshole murderer porn.
But like in his like personal
Douchebag.
pages, like
Jay, you're missing these sound
he was
bites.
kind of douchey in his like.
I just did one.
He was kind of douchey in his own like pages and his own comments and stuff. So he got the ire of like 2 podcast hosts. One of them is the guy from Lore, and one of them is one of the chicks from the Adnan Syed not making a murderer, but the other one. Anyway, they like protested to Wondery and like got him kicked off the network. So he's like, "This is the last episode of Sword and Scale. Everybody go fuck themselves." But it's like a Joe Rogan sized podcast. It's like one of the biggest podcasts
10
in the
hours.
world right now. It's probably like the top 10 biggest podcasts in the world.
Is it like
maybe
true
just
stories or is it?
True
yes.
crime, yeah. It's like murder.
wow.
What's that voice?
It's fucked up. It's Amy. Hey, Amy. You don't have to wait for anyone, by the way. You can speak whenever
Yeah,
you like.
jump in.
Jump
Just
in.
be rude.
Cut
'cause that's
someone
what
off.
I'll
Oh,
do,
thank
yeah.
you guys. You're right.
Yeah, just be rude.
No, that's how this works.
That's how it works. Because everyone just cuts each other off. It just says, fuck this, fuck that, fuck that. I have a point. No, I'm going to cut you off for a while. And then Paulo goes on a soliloquy.
Paulo, shut the fuck up.
I'm not.
That was earlier today.
serious.
That was earlier today.
You guys suck.
So, Amy, tell us about yourself. Why do you date Jay?
Why do you?
Jate.
Why do you change
Why did you find Jay on J-Date?
Funny story. Neither of us are Jews.
That would make sense. That would totally make sense if Jay
Actually-
went on J Day.
He's like, Jay's like, his whole profile is like, I misunderstood what this website's about.
Yeah. There's a lot of J guys out there. There's Joey's, there's Jason's, there's
That's a
Jaden.
Jewish dating site, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why. If your profile just said, I misunderstood what this site was about.
That would be awesome. Honestly, you have to go out. No offense, Amy, but you have to go out and make an extra profile now on J-Date.
I should make a profile on J-Date.
Just do that.
I'll think about it.
Wait. Oh, J-Date. Oh, I didn't realize what this is all about. Oh, I thought this was about guys finding Jays.
Listen, I've never
That's
to this day signed up on a dating website.
What was that
you're
story
missing-
though,
Good-
that
hey,
like
good
Chrissy's
for
sister
fucking you.
claimed that?
Dropping names, that's fine.
Didn't someone say
someone
that they
said
saw you on a dating profile? This was only a few years ago.
I saw him on
It
Grindr.
was- yeah, probably less than that.
Listen, Tom, I believe you.
Someone did
Hey,
say.
oh, hey.
Someone
yo.
did say they saw me on Tinder or Match. Someone said they saw me on Match.
It was probably me.
It was probably Joe Rogan.
It's probably me.
But it's like
No, that's
there's-
Joe Rogan,
Yeah, but
Bob.
there's a name attached to it. Unless
Seth
But you
Rogen,
can make
hello.
up your own name.
I don't know. It was
My-
my,
my
ex-wife's
name-
sister, so
It was
very
probably me.
interesting.
she knows what I look like, though.
She
Yeah.
knows me too. So.
Wait, your
Anyway.
ex? I know your whole ex-wife's family, so
Yeah, you do. You do.
I do. It's kind of funny.
But I literally have never signed up for a dating website.
I want to say something
So-
that's gonna get edited out.
All
so I
right,
just wanna
say it.
No,
in all
don't
its
say it.
glory.
no.
Why? Say it.
What?
Lori.
Lori, what?
You said Lori.
Who's Lori?
You
What?
said Lori.
No, I said glory,
In all its glory, I
like
said.
glory hole.
No, I won't say it.
What?
This got awkward. I luckily
awkward
met
than you
I
didn't
met
say.
my wife before like Facebook, so
Well,
I
me
think
too.
technically
Really?
before MySpace. Yeah,
No. What?
We
How long
started-
have you known your wife?
2000.
Everyone
2003.
met someone before
No,
Facebook.
MySpace was down in the 90s. Wait.
Was it? Actually, I think she had
Early
almost-
2000s, but
She might have had a MySpace
Yeah,
page.
maybe
yeah.
99. I can't remember.
now it's
It's
later. than
definitely
that.
before Facebook.
Facebook was.
Facebook was has been 10 years now.
Facebook was like 2005. MySpace was like 2001.
Well, when it led to the public, if you weren't in college, like
We
I
used
was
to talk through.
It was
instant
literally like
messenger.
HTML code, like
Yeah.
basic,
Yeah,
MySpace was.
MySpace
like yeah,
was,
boxy layout.
yeah.
Like
no.
our main form of communication was instant messenger.
Oh, AIM.
'Cause that was-
yeah.
I literally met her before text messages were like
a thing.
normal
yeah.
thing.
No, AIM was
Text
the way to
messages like
communicate.
cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 cents a text message. You're
No,
like, why do you
no-
have a $300
Not
phone bill?
only did they cost a lot of money,
So true.
they were like 10 cents a message, right?
Yeah.
So get this. So my wife, she had an unlimited texting plan
Ooh.
when we met, and she exceeded the maximum of the unlimited plan,
Is that when you know it was
which is
true love?
3,400 text messages per month. She exceeded that.
That's not unlimited. That's
She
a limit of
exceeded.
3,400.
So what you're saying is she talks a lot.
Verizon's unlimited text messages was 3,400.
But
Which
that's
she-
not unlimited.
because nobody,
Well, because
very
no one goes
rarely
there.
do
Just
people
like,
exceed
yeah,
it.
No one exceeds, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's unlimited,
She
but no.
exceeded it to the tune of $190
Oh my
a
God.
month. 10 cents per, like, I'm like, I did the math. I forgot how much it total. I'm like, you have to send a text message out every 24 seconds to do this.
So was that in
I'm
your
like, and you sleep. Like, I know you sleep at least 10 hours a day. So, like, literally, I'm trying to grasp how many text messages you send out when you're awake.
Who gets to sleep 10 hours a day? I'd fucking love
Exactly.
Oh God, I love that too.
Dude, I'm like 5,
So
6
Paulo,
tops.
was this in your wedding vows? Like
No.
how much she professed your love to me about how many text messages?
No, I've told the story multiple times. I don't understand.
That's a lot of text
Like,
messages.
dude, my cell phone bill was like fucking $400 one month, and I'm like, just call.
the most I ever paid for one cell phone bill was about $800,
Yeah.
and that was
Well,
very early 2000s.
And you know what?
Well,
it
yeah,
wasn't
those
even
dick
the
pics
cost.
that you sent out took forever, and they cost a lot of data. So
It
that was
wasn't
before
even
there
the
was
cost.
data. That was just
data,
that was before the data plans.
Data?
Yeah, it wasn't even that.
Data
dude.
plans.
data,
Data plans.
whatever.
It wasn't even that. It was the fact that
Tomato, tomato.
to people who didn't have a cell phone back in the early 2000s, the text messages, like the cost was one thing. It also cost you time,
Yeah,
hours.
it
of
wasn't
time
a quick text message because you
Yeah.
had to do the what is it?
to write a
I-9 or whatever?
multi-syllable
I can still
word.
text faster on that than
Would
the-
take
Really? I used to be able
forever.
to. I
But
can't
this was
remember.
pre-emoji too. Yeah.
Yeah, where you just do the little smiley face
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Words and emotion, context were
Nothing.
summed
There's
up
no
in like
context
one
to
picture.
anything.
Yeah.
One
Now a text
shitty
message is literally
graphic.
a comic strip. You
No,
know.
there's
Yeah.
not. That's not true. There were emojis.
No, they had the
yeah, but-
ASCII emojis, and that's it.
That's an emoji.
There was like a smiley
No, that's
face.
an ASCII.
Well, the emoji wasn't
wait.
a picture. It was like
Yeah, it wasn't a picture. It
was a
wasn't
key-
one button. It was a keystroke.
colon
yeah.
and
It was a
a
keystroke,
closed
yeah.
parenthesis.
colon.
But the only emojis you had were like smiley face, winky face, surprised face.
Or you get an email.
It was really it.
You get like a picture email, but it
D
was all
equals
like
equals
characters?
B.
No, it
There's a
wasn't
penis.
equal. No.
Yes.
No, a penis was D.
Yes.
Equals
no.
equals
no.
equals
It
B.
was percentage. D capital D, percentage.
You have weird balls.
What? No, you've
No, that's not a bolt. That's a shaft.
That's a weird shaft.
I have a
a weird
thick shaft.
You have a lumpy
Equals
shaft.
equals was the skinny shaft.
If you had testicular cancer, it would be like D
Percentage was the
equals
thicker shaft.
You're like one of
ampersand.
those guys that
Ribbed for her
You're like one of those
pleasure.
guys that filled your cock in with like silicone to make like dragon
And
pussy.
then you do the semen coming out with a little tilde and a
you?
little small O and then a big O
You're
and
an
a
idiot.
small O.
Wait, did you hear what I said?
What?
I said
No.
if you had testicular cancer, it'd be like D == ampersand.
It was like fucking that comedian's face.
Dane Cook?
No, who's the guy who has no nose because he did too much coke?
Oh, Artie Lang.
Artie Lang.
Yeah.
See? That.
That doesn't look like a cock. That looks like somebody. Like, that looks like a.
Pull your cock out.
That
Pull your
looks
cock
like.
Take your dick out right now.
You know what that looks
Show
like?
him. No, show him what they go.
No. You know what that looks like?
Show
It's
me
like
that.
you know those you know those rabbits with the pearls that spin around?
Sure.
That's what that looks like.
What?
Rabbit?
I don't fucking
Amy knows
know.
what I'm talking about.
I do.
Oh, tell us.
See that?
Can you tell about the rabbits?
Rabbit's like a little vibrator, isn't
Can you
it?
tell
it's a
about the
huge
rabbits?
vibrator.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah,
It's a
the
big
rabbit.
vibrator?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you know about it?
Well, she's dating you.
You said you did know about it. You got talking to friends.
But I mean, I know what they are.
I love how you're telling her how to talk in a microphone. You barely know how to talk in a microphone.
Thank
I was
you,
gonna
Tom.
say
Half the podcast
I-
review
Oh,
is Dave is
stop.
like, talk in the microphone.
I feel very
yeah, but
supported
I'm
by
actually
Tom.
being Dave right now.
I
so-
know. Wow. You're being very professional. This
Yeah,
is the
thank
first
you.
time. I
Shut
know.
the fuck up.
It's about time. I want the real Jay on this podcast. What the fuck
I
happened?
can't. Someone's got to control this.
Monster 49
Oh, thank you. Yeah, where's all
Can you
this
see
shit?
that from where you're sitting?
No, I just picked a random one.
it's just he's got to be professional.
Wait, what did Jeff say?
It's just a matter of time before he starts killing the premises
Ah, you
of
missed
jokes.
it. He said this. Shh.
I eat ass. I eat ass monster49@gmail.com.
Do you not listen to this podcast?
She doesn't listen to the podcast.
Oh,
It's
God.
I listened to it in the beginning.
Why would she?
Oh, God. Well, that's true.
Sometimes I do.
It's not for everybody. Listen, we'll
It's like
say it
for
right now.
some people. For most people.
If you're listening to this for the first time, it's probably not for you.
Does anybody
But
have any
hopefully
toilet
it is.
paper handy?
I was all about
Oh,
it
boy.
initially.
At least I don't smell anything, so I don't think there's shit coming out of your
But
ass.
then what? Should we
This is
just
what you
air it out?
gotta do. Listen up. If you're a guy who's prone to sharding, you gotta make
Man pond, baby.
You gotta make a man pond, my man. If you're going out in public,
just
Okay.
Man
you just
pond?
need some
very
paper
easy.
towels.
You get 2 fingers. And you go to the bathroom. You get 2 fingers. You get toilet paper. Just drop it on those 2 fingers. You make a nice wedge, right?
Then you shove it up your asshole.
Wedge.
And then you-
I mean,
you
what is
just-
this, an Italian freaking
No,
place?
and you create like a little dam back there.
Provolone.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm wearing
Like
my
a
good
filter.
I'm wearing my good Star Wars
Sorts.
MeUndies too.
Oh.
You have
See
MeUndies on?
that?
Yeah,
How do you like them?
fucking amazing.
You
Why
gotta-
aren't we reaching out to them for fucking...
Because you're looking for ox balls before that. Anyway.
Honestly, I'm gonna say right now, MeUndies are the greatest fucking underwear I've ever
Yeah,
put.
we
near
could
my
have
balls.
them as a sponsor, you fuck.
That's Dave's job.
You got 2 slabs.
I didn't know
just
you had
imagine,
some.
Just imagine
I have
2.
4 pairs.
Imagine 2 thick
Tell us what
slabs.
they're like.
They're incredible. It's like angels are holding your balls all day.
Just imagine.
They could have made so much money off that statement.
Yeah.
And they just got it for free.
And you got it for free.
MeUndies, no more sweaty balls. Ba-dum-dum-dum.
That's Bill Burr.
Because you're still trying to get ox balls.
I still want ox.
I feel like that boat has sailed. But all I'm trying to say is imagine.
It's one of the best things we've done.
It is. That
It's
is
St.
awesome.
Patrick's Day, so imagine 2 thick slices of corned beef, right? Just some nice thick slices of corned beef, and then you splat a little bit of spicy mustard in between them, right? Right? Just by mistake. You thought you didn't know, right? You didn't know. You thought it was a little gas, ended up being a little bit of spicy mustard, right? If you can just stick a piece of bread in the middle of those 2 pieces of corned beef and just sop up that mustard. That's what a man pond is.
That's okay.
You know what I mean?
These sound drops are terrible.
They are awful.
We gotta revisit this. Anyway,
What are you guys doing over there?
just making fun of you.
Thanks.
Trying to via a sound drop.
All right. I was unsuccessful.
It was.
I've never seen a dick that I didn't
That's my favorite.
All right, so it's 4:50 p.m. on Saturday, March 16th, the day before St. Patrick's Day. We are celebrating St. Patrick's Day at Alvarium Brewing Company in New Britain, Connecticut.
It's so early, and I'm so drunk.
Yeah, you're so drunk. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah,
how drunk
that's why
you
we
were.
were looking at the thing.
Yeah.
It's only not even 5 o'clock yet.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Or
it's almost
or otherwise
churches
known
o'clock.
as 4:50.
I said it's almost 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to get some beer.
More beer.
More beer.
We should pull some people in to talk to.
We should get some of those kielbasa sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
get
They
Did we
do.
talk about that in the podcast?
I don't know.
We were actually talking to Mike off microphone.
No,
we were talking to
we
Mike
were on
off
microphone.
mic. Were we? About the whole food thing?
Yes.
Yeah, they do kielbasa all here all the time, yeah.
I thought we were standing over there when
Well,
we
this
were
is
talking about it.
New Britain's a huge Polish community, so
Yeah.
huge Polish community.
But I'm all about the kielbasa sandwiches, man. Let's
I
do
bet
that.
you are. You love the kielbasa.
I want it in my mouth.
I'm gonna wrap one in toilet paper and stick it in my ass.
I want to wrap one in my. I want to wrap one in my lips.
Your butt lips.
Whatever.
Whatever lips.
I'll go. If it's a good piece of kielbasa, dude, I'll go ass to mouth. I'll go ass to mouth with a good grilled piece of kielbasa, dude. I don't care.
All right, we need to go.
So, Amy, how's your day going?
We're gonna take a break because we need to put Potlo to bed for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna tuck him in, read him, sing him a little lullaby.
Yeah,
Everyone poops. That's what we're gonna read them.
They do.
Everyone poops.
They
The
do.
gas we pass.
I think he could fit on the keg washer.
That's a real book, though.
Oh, that's actually, you might need that. Your little, the keg washer right there will clean you right up.
Oh,
Jeff,
the keg commander.
Yeah, to clean you right up.
I get right in there.
Boop, sit down right there. You'll be all nice. You'll be fresh and clean.
I think that would probably kill me.
Is that what thing does? Is that clean kegs?
Yeah, you turn them upside down and
Power washes them.
You
from
power
the
wash them.
inside and then
the inside out. So maybe
gonna
Jeff
sit
needs
on
a
it.
little
I'm gonna
inside
sit
out
on it.
cleaning.
Hi,
So
where
I
are you
can just
going?
sit on that. All right.
Hey.
It's like an ass blasting. Is that what you just said? Ass blasting?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's like minds.
All right, we're gonna
Love
take a
you
break.
guys.
We'll be back in top here.
Wow.
I'm saying I've had 6 beers and should probably wrap this podcast up. That's what I'm trying to say.
we should have wrapped it up at your fourth. But
And that.
All right.
No,
Wait.
yeah, we're not gonna please. 3 minutes in.
2, 1. And we're back for the final segment of the Heavy Drinking Podcast. This is our St. Patrick's show at Alvarium Brewing.
New Britain, Connecticut.
I got something to say about wars.
Wait, if you started there, does he technically owe a shot? Because now it technically no one knows he
Now
said
he
it.
still has to pay his
Oh,
dues.
you just got me out.
I have it recorded.
Thank you.
I'll edit it into this segment.
Yeah,
Dues
it's
must
just gonna
be
say it's just
paid.
Paul saying the word and then it goes right back.
Wait, everybody be quiet.
David Cohen over here. Thank you. Donald Trump. Trump.
Okay, that's where I'm going to put it.
Oh, okay, right there. Okay, then perfect. Oh, you said it, Ed. You got to do a shot, Paulo. Oh, word. Oh, damn it.
Anyways, I think that's enough distorted microphones for a day.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap up. We've very much enjoyed our time here. We love Alvarium. I grabbed a 4-pack of
Freshie.
The beers here have been banging. They don't have shirts in my size. But they do have
very
shirts
good here.
for extremely large men. So
just not extra fat.
Extra fat. Extra fat.
The stouts were big and roasty. The IPAs were dank and stank.
They were dank and stank. That the Hoff, come here.
The Hoff.
Drink that shit. Shake somebody's hand and leave.
Pet dogs.
Just anybody. Shake anybody's hand. It's delicious.
And also,
cake in a cup.
Don't worry about shitting yourself because
it didn't.
It's like a magical place where
you probably didn't, right? If you did, probably didn't, and nobody has to talk about it.
Where does the shit go? Where does the
shit go?
Depends. It all depends.
And that.
Get the song ready, you bitch.
I know where it is.
That
was
episode 64 of the Heavy Drinking Podcast. Happy
64.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy Alvarium Day. Come to New Britain, look at that man in a pork pie hat and laugh. And get yourself a beer.
What? I see it.
That one.
We've been heavy.
Thanks to Mike, Chris,
drinking.
and Brian, the owners of Alvarium Brewing Company.
Thanks to Tom M. and Amy.
You shut your mouth. We've been
Thanks
drinking.
to Tom M. and Amy.
Thanks to
Dan from the Manchester Bagpipe Band.
They were amazing.
I think I got it right,
the
actually.
Manchester Pipers Dune.
Piper down.
Check out on Facebook.
There's plenty of drinking to be had this weekend.
Instagram, Twitter.
It's early. It's not even 6 on Saturday.
If you're going to head out, if you're listening to us on Monday and you're like, I didn't get drunk enough.
Do you think this is really going to come out on Monday?
Yes.
Yes, because Jeff's going to do it tomorrow when he's drunk.
Yep.
While he's drinking?
I'm going to do it at Devin's house.
Oh, there
At
you go.
Devin's house. If
Wow.
you're listening to this and you're like, I didn't drink enough, I need to go out tonight, go on Lyft.
Heavy
Download
18.
the app. Heavy 18 because we didn't update it to Heavy 19 yet. And
Oxballs.com.
Oxballs. We wish. Go to Drunk Alpaca.
Special shout out to the Drunk Alpaca. We love you very much.
We didn't have any other stuff today, but
They have a prominent space on the wall here at
they
Alvarium.
do.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
sell
grab
a
a bag
lot.
of
They got a
snacks before we
tacker.
leave.
They have like little baskets hanging off the wall with their treats.
Speaking of tackers, who made those?
Taproom Tackers.
Shout out
Head
to
over to
Taproom
taproomtackers.com.
Sale ends today.
Mention, they have a little sale going on, but you can also mention Heavy Drinking Podcast at any time to get a free sample of your artwork with your bullshit for your endeavor.
Yeah, go on there with your bullshit.
Yeah. No, ours is bullshit. That's why I say that.
I'm back on my bullshit.
You back on your
We
bullshit?
need to do
a limo just pulled up.
a Snuffleupagus, Poiscoidal Snuffleupagus tacker.
There you
With
go.
the actual gold binding, like of the border.
We're gonna be like out of the beer by the time we get the tacker.
We will.
Doesn't matter, it's
We're
still
running
glorious,
very
it's still
low on
great.
that beer.
Yeah, but you have to still.
We could also brew it again, by
Did
the
Tom
way.
have
Glory
any
be.
yet? Did you try it?
I tried it when you took it out of the 5-gallon.
The next version will be.
I didn't
haven't
try it
had
finished.
it.
No,
Let's
not
brew it
finished.
again.
No.
Good.
I heard. I was going to come over that one day and I was too drunk.
We got plenty. We got plenty to give you. It's
Yeah,
still-
we do.
Yeah, it's around. It's kicking around.
It's kicking.
All right. We love you where you pee from. Bye.
Everybody say goodbye. Take a round.
Bye.
Have a good afternoon.
Hail
Love
Satan.
you. Is there music?
Where's
Don't
the
do it.
what?
Ding, ding, ding,
Really?
ding, 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 bang, 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 bang,
There we go. Good job, Dan.
We've been heavy.
We've been drinking.
Oh, there it is.
Alvarium Brewing Company, New Britain, Connecticut. Some killer fucking beers. Let's drink.
We love you all. We'll be home late.
Don't wait up.
Bye, Tom.
Bye.
Bye, Amy.
Bye.
Stop recording.